Okay, so once again, thank you all for joining this Sunday morning Bhagavatam and other programs in Koramangala Center. We'll start with the prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Dirayate Nastaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Bangam Langayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Chaitanya Mishwaram. Hare Krishna. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, Text 44. Sampadhyamanam ajnaya Bhishmam Brahmani Nishkale Sarve Bhusute Tushnim Vyayam Shivadhinatyaye Sampadhyamanam ajnaya Bhishmam Brahmani Nishkale Sarve Bhusute Tushnim Vyayam Shivadhinatyaye Sampadhyamanam ajnaya Bhishmam Brahmani Nishkale Sarve Bahuste Tushnim Vayam Shivadhinatyaye. Hare Krishna. Devotees, please repeat. Everybody can see the screen, right?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we can.
Please go ahead.
Sampadhyamanam ajnaya Bhishmam Brahmani Nishkale Sarve Babhuvaste Tushnim Vayam Shiva Dinatyaye.
Sampadhyamanam agnaya Bhishmam Brahmani Nishkale Sarve Bhavaste Tushnim Vyavam Shivadina Jaye.
Sampadhyamanam Ajnaya Bhishman Brahmani Nishkale Sarve Bhabuvuste Tushnim Vayam Shiva Dinatyaye.
Sampadhyamanan Agnaya Bhishmam Brahmani Nishkale Sarve Bhabuvaste Tushtim Vayam Shiva Dinatyaye.
Sampadhyamanam ajnaye Bhishmam Brahmani Nishkale Sarve Babhuvuste Tushnim Vayam Shiva Dinatyaye.
Sampadhyamanam agnaya Bhishmam Brahmani Nishkale Sarve Bhabuvuste Tushnim Vayam Shiva Dinatyaye.
Sampadhyaman Agnaya Bhishmam Brahmani Nishkale Sarva Bhabuvaste Tushnim Vayam Shiva Dinatyaye.
Sampadhyamanam agnaye Bhishmam Brahmani Nishkale Sarve Bhabuvastu Tusnim Vyasmanvadinyaye.
Anyone else? Please try. If not, Mataji's, please.
Sampadhyamanam Ajnaya Bhishmam Brahmani Nishkale Sarve Bhabuvaste Tushnim Vayam Shiva वयांशिव दिनात्यये
सम्पद्यमानमाज्ञाय भीष्मं ब्रह्मणि निष्कले सर्वे बभूवस्ते तूष्णीं वायां शिव दिनात्यये
सम्पद्यमानम् आज्ञाय भीष्मं ब्रह्मणि निष्कले सर्वे बभूवस्ते तूष्णीं वायां शिव दीनत्यये
सम्पद्यमानाम् अज्ञाय भीष्मं ब्रह्मणि निष्कले सर्वे भुवुस्ते तूष्णीं वायानि शिवादीनातये
Anyone else?
सम्पाद्यमानम् अज्ञाय भीष्मं ब्रह्मणि निष्कले सर्वे भवुस्ते तूष्णीं वायां शिवदिनात्यये
Okay, we'll move on to the word by word meaning. Sampadhyamana, having merged into, Ajnaya, after knowing this, Bhishma, about Sri Bhishmadeva, Brahmani, into the Supreme Absolute, Nishkale, unlimited, Sarve, all present, Bahu vaste, all of them became, Tushnim, silent, Vayam Shiva, like birds, Dina Atyaye, at the end of the day. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation: knowing that Bhishmadeva had merged into unlimited eternity of Supreme Absolute, all present there became silent like birds at the end of the day. Purport. To enter into or to become merged into unlimited eternity of the Supreme. One second. So absolute means to enter into the original form of the living beings. The living beings are all component parts and parcels of the absolute personality of Godhead. And therefore, they are eternally related with him as a servitor and served. Served and served. The Lord is served by all parts and parcels, as a complete machine is served by the parts and parcels. Any part of the machine removed from the whole is no longer important. Similarly, any part and parcel of the Absolute detached from the service of the Supreme Lord is useless. The living beings who are into the material world are unintegrated parts and parcels of the Supreme Whole, and they are no longer as important as the original parts and parcels. There are, however, more integrated living beings who are eternally liberated. The material energy of the Lord, called Durga Shakti or superintendent of a prison house, takes charge of the unintegrated parts and parcels, and thus they undergo a conditioned life under the laws of material nature. When the living beings conscious of this fact, he tries to go back home, back to Godhead, and thus spiritual urge of the living beings begins. This spiritual urge is called Brahma Jignasa, or about inquiry about Brahman. Principally, this Brahma Jnana is successful by knowledge, renunciation, and devotional service to the Lord. Jnana or knowledge means knowing about Brahman, the supreme. Renunciation means detachment from the material affection. And devotional service is the revival by practice of the original position of the living beings. The successful living beings who are eligible to enter into the realm of absolute are called jnanis, and yogis and bhaktas. The jnanis and yogis enter into the impersonal race of the supreme, but bhaktas enter into the supreme spiritual planets known as Vaikunthas. In these spiritual planets, the Supreme Lord as Narayana predominates, and the healthy, unconditioned living beings living there by rendering loving service to the Lord in the capacity of a servant, friend, parent, and fiancé. There are unconditioned living beings enjoy life in full freedom with the Lord, whereas impersonalists, jnanis, and yogis enter into impersonal glowing effulgence of the Vaikuntha planets. The Vaikuntha planets are all self-emulating, like the sun, and the rays of the Vaikuntha planets are called Brahmajyoti. The Brahmajyoti is spread unlimitedly, and material world is but a covered portion of the insignificant part of the same Brahmajyoti. This covering is temporary, and therefore it is sort of illusion. Bhishmadeva, as a pure devotee of the Lord, entered into spiritual realm on one of the Vaikuntha planets, and there the Lord, in his eternal form of Parthasarathi, predominates over unconditioned living beings who are constantly engaged in the service of the Lord. The love and affection which bind Lord and devotee are exhibited in the case of Bhishmadeva. Bhishmadeva never forgot the Lord in his transcendental feature as a Parthasarathi, and the Lord was present personally before Bhishmadeva while he was passing to the transcendental world. That is the highest perfection. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasme Shri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyati Deshatarane. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So once again, welcome all for the Sunday morning program. Also, thank you, Prasanna Prabhu, giving this service. Before I start talking, I would like to seek the blessings of His Grace Jeevangal Prabhu and Her Grace Prem Padmini Mataji, so that I can speak a few things about the glories of the Lord and for the benefit of the devotees, and more importantly, my own purification. So whatever I'm going to speak, it is not my realization. I'm trying to speak a few things. Please bless me so that I can speak something without concoction. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyevacha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Okay, so we know all the story or the pastime of Bhishmadeva. Bhishmadeva has left and merged, and Prabhupada says he has gone to Vaikuntha, one of the planets of Vaikuntha. Now, in this purport, Srila Prabhupada repeatedly mentions one thing. We are part and parcels of the Supreme Lord, and our primary duty is to serve the Lord. And Prabhupada also talks integrated, disintegrated, devotees. And Prabhupada also says that those who are not serving the Supreme Lord, those who part and parcel not serving the Lord, they are useless. So this is the point Prabhupada makes here. So I picked up that point. So the point I'm going to discuss today, the cooperation. How Prabhupada says each nut and bolt in a machine need to cooperate so that the machine can run. Similarly, how the different parts of the body has to cooperate so that the full body can function. So same logic Prabhupada gives here, that we as a living entity should cooperate with the Supreme Lord. Then only we are worth for it. We have some meaning in our life. Otherwise, Prabhupada says that if a bolt taken from the machine and thrown on the street, nobody cares for that bolt. But that same bolt is in the machine, it has got a meaning, it has got a function to do. Similarly, in our body, if some part of the body cut and thrown out, that part cannot function anything, cannot do anything. So same way, when we are part and parcel of the Lord and we are not connected with the Lord, not cooperate with the Lord, that living entity is useless. So when we want to cooperate with the Lord, first and foremost, we should cooperate with the, first of all, with me, like what is my duty? My mind and intelligence should cooperate. Next level, I should cooperate with the fellow devotees. That is the most important point. Because if I cannot cooperate with my fellow devotees, how can I cooperate with the Supreme Lord? Because whole training has to happen here. So this is a place of training. Prabhupada says Durga is managing this material world to get trained so that we understand what mistake we did there, so that we don't repeat it. So my training has to happen here so that I should cooperate. So, but sometimes or many times becomes difficult because of our own anarthas. We are carrying so many packs of anarthas back. So that anarthas kind of, becomes a hindrance for us. One of the acharyas mentioning that, especially in ISKCON, when we come new, we see everybody as very pure devotees. Everybody is nicely dressed, nicely cooperating. And after some time, we get into that, we see devotees and little familiarity, then I start feeling that I'm the only pure devotee, everybody else not, So that kind of concept develops because of my own anarthas. It's nothing to do with the others. So in the Srila Prabhupada's past time, once some devotee came and complained to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, that devotee is like this, that devotee like this, he does this, he does this. Prabhupada listened for some time. Prabhupada then said, who is this devotee you're talking about? Here there is no devotees, I'm the only devotee here. So Prabhupada made it very clear how we being a devotee. And many times Prabhupada said, I give you the qualification. So this Prabhupada's mercy, what we have got today, and it's our duty to, maintain that, cooperate with that. So just to, in one of the letter, Srila Prabhupada writes to Brahmananda Maharaj that on November 15th, 1969, in relation with my disciples who are so kindly cooperating with me in the matter of my rendering service to my spiritual master, for them, I'm always ready to come back from Goloka Vrindavana if they're not delivered along with me. So this is the most striking statement I found, how merciful Srila Prabhupada is that. Just because those American boys and girls cooperated with Prabhupada, Prabhupada says that even when I go back to Golok Vrindavan, I'll come back, even if those devotees not come back with me. So that is a striking statement. That's a strong statement Srila Prabhupada makes. So by serving Prabhupada, Prabhupada has given this guarantee. Of course, there are quite a lot of experiences, realization of the devotees. So in one of the lecture on his Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhanta Sarva Thakur's appearance day, Srila Prabhupada says that our appeal to the Indian people that you should seriously take this moment and try to cooperate with us. That is the glorification Indian culture. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Bharata Bhumi te hoile janma. So we have taken this birth in Bharata Bhumi. Of course, Bharata Bhumi is not just today's India, it's better. But Prabhupada here talks about Indian, because Prabhupada's experience initially with India was not that great. But when he brought American so-called white elephants, as Prabhupada said, so he says that now at least these people are taken up this Indian culture. It's our duty, our responsibility is to cooperate with them. and help them to take it further. So it's our duty to take this ISKCON further. So, and Prabhupada says, unless you surrender, where is the cooperation? Just like my disciples, because they have surrendered, so there is a cooperation. So Prabhupada makes this point. If you want to cooperate, there is a surrender. Without surrender, there is no cooperation. With my ego, I cannot cooperate. So that's another point Srila Prabhupada makes here. So Prabhupada in letter to Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is written, your love for me will be tested by how after my departure you maintain this institution. We have a glamour and we have people are feeling our weight. They should be maintained. Prabhupada in 1977 he has written this. He said we have glamour, we have a people, and people are feeling the weight of this. ISKCON has their glamour, ISKCON has a name, ISKCON has a fame, ISKCON of all those things are there. He says it's your duty to maintain. You know, so it's letter actually is written Tamal Krishna Goswami, but it's for all of us. It's for me, this letter. It's not for anybody else. So that's the instruction. So Prabhupada also says that how much you love depends on how much cooperate with others. Many times Prabhupada said that. If you go to Veda base and put the cooperate thousands times, the hit comes. How many times Prabhupada insisted in cooperation? So unless we cooperate together, we cannot succeed. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, the Supreme Personality God, he says, Ekaki amara nahi payan bolo. He says, alone, what can I do? Of course, Prabhupada also said, he said, I don't have anything. It's only the mercy of my spiritual master. And it's you young, the boys and girls of America who helped me. Because of your cooperation, I could do this establishment. So here Mahaprabhu also says that alone I cannot do it. So unless we cooperate, we cannot progress in our bhakti. So keeping Krishna in the center, our service has to be done. Many times what happens that we keep altar in the center, but we keep fighting. So I'm not specifying anybody here. So many times Krishna in the center means not just altar in the center. In every activity of us, Krishna should be the center, not me in the center. My ego, my opinion, my feelings not in the center. Krishna is the center, Prabhupada in the center. So that is the point Prabhupada makes here. So we have to have a unity at the same time, diversity. Unity in principle, diversity in application. Because principle is that our principle is to please Prabhupada, please our spiritual master, and with that, naturally, Gauranga Mahaprabhu is pleased. If our spiritual master pleased, Prabhupada is pleased with all Vaishnava Parampara is pleased, and Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Lord Krishna is pleased. But application can be different. Someone may be interested in serving prasadam. Someone may be interested in distributing books. Someone may be interested in preaching. Application can be different, but the principle is only one. So that's the Prabhupada's point here. Find unity in the diversity. There are various. Each one has got our own intelligence, our own capabilities, but everything has to be engaged. That unity has to come in the diversity. So Prabhupada's a lot of things focused on this cooperation. In one of the lectures, His Grace Jagashashi Prabhu says that the greatest austerity for a devotee is to stay with the devotee. Because karmis or others, they go join some club. After that, if they don't like it, they leave, go to another club. But once you come to Krishna's lotus feet, Krishna will not leave. He will not allow us to leave this ISKCON. So we have to stay here. And there is no other option also. There is no way we can go back to Krishna other than staying ISKCON. So this is the only process where we have everything. We have knowledge, we have devotees, we have a temple, we have books, and we have a nice feast. Everything is given in one place, and we have to stay there. Yes, in the process, we may sometimes get pricks here and there. So that is what greatest austerity. So Prabhupada said that work together even if you can't. Prabhupada says that the movement can only be stopped from within. And there's only one person who can help ISKCON better is me, or Prabhupada says you. In one of the letters, it says that. So the movement can be stopped only from within. The external, nobody can create problem for us. Who can create problem? It's only us, those who are within. So, and Prabhupada also says that who can take ISKCON further is you, it's me. It's me who can take ISKCON further. It's up to me how much I can, take it forward. One of the Prabhus given nice example. A flower we can offer to Krishna, but the make garland of flowers, how nice it is. It becomes so beautiful. But individual flowers may not be that beautiful. Similarly, we as individuals could be, each one, the devotee could be a flower. But when joined together, becomes a nice garland. When that is offered to Srila Prabhupada, that is becomes real, the offering to Prabhupada. So beautiful. So we should be Krishna centric, not egocentric. Many times it's our ego, my ego becomes the stumble block in my progress in the bhakti. Prabhupada, or even the material world, says that united we stand, divided we fall. And I have got great ability. What can I do? No. Many times I think I can do. I have this knowledge. I have that capability. I have money. No, nothing can be done. So, His Holiness Bhakti Swami Maharaj says that so we should deal with the devotees such that that devotee is holding a key to my Golok Vrindavan. Whenever I meet any devotee, when I speak to any devotee and I see any devotee, I should immediately remember this devotee could be holding the key to my Golok Vrindavan. He should be chanting the holy name when I leave this body. So that is the mood in which I should deal with it. That's how my cooperation should start. Nahari Thakura in one of the bhajans says, if we die saving a devotee, we get immediate liberation. By serving a devotee, by saving a devotee, even if we die, Krishna will take, give immediate liberation. We don't have to do any other sadhana. The point is that Krishna loves his devotees so much. By serving his devotee, we get so much benefit. Like Haridas Thakur says, always do loud kirtan. He doesn't recommend doing individual kirtan. So Sankirtana means together. That is how we should do our sadhana. So normally cooperation is a divine quality, whereas non-cooperation or separatist mood in Bhagavatam, when Kapila Dev talks about various aspects to devotion service, Kapila Dev mentions the separatist mentality. That separatist mentality is coming from there. We are come because we had a separatist mentality in Golok Vrindavan. That's why we are here. So if we continue that separatist mentality here also, there is no way we can go back. So we have to join together. So non-cooperation is a demonic quality. Cooperation is a vital principle of health of social relationship in any society for that matter. Without cooperation, we cannot, get the success. So when you get some power, a position, naturally the pride comes. So, there are so many pastimes, Indra's pastimes or, Govardhan Leela, so many pastimes. But we should always think that we take the center of Krishna, we keep Krishna or Srila Prabhupada in ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada in the center. So when Srila Prabhupada in the center, we are all served together to pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. With that mood we should so if you want to do that, one of the aspect is that we should team up, we should join together. So all ISKCON preaching projects can be success only when we cooperate as a team. So when I said team, I try to kind of put the acronym for this. Team, T stands for together. Together we can do a lot. So T, together, each one of us. and A achieve M more for S for Srila Prabhupada. So together, each one of us achieve more for Srila Prabhupada. This is a team. So if you keep this acronym in my mind, that our objective is together, each one of us achieve more for Srila Prabhupada. So that is the mood in which we should serve Srila Prabhupada. So in one of the place, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, everyone should cooperate unconditionally. So he says that, my point or my opinion should not be the striking point, unconditionally. So that is the point. Many times what happens that my way is the highway. What I say should happen. If that doesn't happen, I don't cooperate, I don't support. So in one of the lecture, Bhagavatam 4th canto, 24th chapter, 35th verse, when talks about His Holiness Jayapataka Guru Maharaj, Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj says that we should be integrated, because unless we integrated, we cannot succeed in this. He gives example of Lord Shiva or so many other prachetas, so many examples he gives how we should support each other. Like take example of Lord Shiva's, somebody was jokingly was mentioning that, of course not my Guru Maharaj, someone else mentioned that Lord Shiva's grahastha life. Lord Shiva, his vehicle is Nandi, his Parvati vehicle is tiger, and Kartikeya peacock, and Ganesha is mouse. So see the family, and each one's vehicle, if they sit together, they enemies each other. Land, Nandi, peacock with the mouse, or Lord Shiva's neck, the snake. Snakes eats a rat. So how Lord Shiva manages this whole family is difficult, but point is that everybody, Ganesha, Kartikeya, Parvati, everybody cooperated with the Lord Shiva's mood. With that the family runs. So similarly, in our family of ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada's, we may have different natures, we may have different backgrounds, we may have different skills, but unless we put together, cooperate together, this may not be successful. So in scriptures, there are so many examples. Look at how all the Devi Devatas cooperate with the Lord Krishna. Sun God doesn't say that today I'll stop giving light. Varuna doesn't say that I'll stop giving water, or Vayu doesn't say that. Everybody do their job so nicely, cooperating as per the wish and instruction of Supreme Lord. So that is the mood in which, at any cost, whatever difference of opinion, they do their duty so nicely. Sometime in my case, what happens, if I don't like, I'll not do anything today. Or if I don't like some projects of ISKCON, I don't go there, I don't cooperate. So that is what Prabhupada is saying, that please cooperate, please work together. In Ramayana, you see how Lakshmana cooperate with the Lord Ram, whatever the situation. So, like for example, as per the boon what Kaikeyi got, only Ram has to be exiled. But Sita Mata also insisted going. So when the war came with the Ravana, Lakshman did not say that, it's why did Sita came with you? Because of that, it's all this happened. Now I'll not fight. Or later, when the Maricha came as a deer, Lord Ram went to catch that, and Lakshmana put a Lakshmana Rekha, and he told Sita Mata, please don't cross it. So when, of course, later what happened? So Lakshman did not say that Mother Sita crossed my instructions, that's why it's happened, now I'll not fight. Lakshman did not say that. Lakshmana completely cooperated, completely fought as the servant of Supreme Lord. So this is the mood in which, of course, so many other services what Lakshmana got, to leave Mother Sita to forest, or so many services. Sometimes we got very, very difficult services. But still, just to follow Lord's instructions, he just obeyed and did that. The same way, in our practice also, when our seniors, our Siksha Guru, Diksha Guru, or any seniors for that matter, give instructions, that is what coming from Guru Parampara. So my Gurudev may not be physically here, but that instructions coming through my seniors here. So that is the mood in which I should take, and so that is what pleasing to Srila Prabhupada. You know, same way like Mahabharat, Pandavas, Bhima was not happy when the game of dice was happening, or when Draupadi was put in the game of dice. Bhima was furious. He was showing his full anger. But at the time of war, he did not say that, hey, Yudhishthira, it's because of you. Now I'll not fight. No, they cooperated. So many other instances. Arjuna did not say that. It's because of you. I bought Ashwatthama. But Yudhishthira said not to kill, though now, he was left. No, Arjuna did not say that. Arjuna fought. And because, or in my case, what will happen? When I see this, no, my opinion was not taken, the feedback is not taken, now I'll not come, so I'll not cooperate. So that is not the mood in which we should work. So we should take lessons from Lakshmana or Bhima or Arjuna. Of course, so many acharyas, how they cooperated each other. I mean, Srila Prabhupada's example also there, or many of Srila Prabhupada's disciples, they may be having difference opinion in application, but as far as principle is concerned, they're always together to please Srila Prabhupada. Take example of Hanuman. Sugriva, Hanuman obeyed the orders of Sugriva. He worked under Sugriva. Even though Hanuman was more powerful, and also more close to Lord Ram, but still he accepted the orders of Sugriva and worked under Sugriva. Many times, in my case, if somebody is put as a leader, I'm not comfortable, so I'll not work. I'm not in this team now. I'll go away. That's kind of a separatist mentality comes. So this is what Srila Prabhupada is saying, that cooperation should come. So that is the only way we can progress in it. Lord Balram cooperated with the Lord Krishna so many ways, serving him, accepting various forms, and his friend as a brother, a chamara, or his bed, and so many ways how Balram is cooperated with the Lord Krishna. Similarly, the case of Prachetas, how they cooperated the instruction of their father, Prachina Barshit. So that's why the Lord pleased. Lord does not say that because you were devotional pleased. Lord said that because you cooperated together, that's why I'm pleased. So same case, Prabhupada, our Gurudev, will be pleased when we cooperate together, when we work together. Now question comes, how we can please our Gurudev, how we can please Prabhupada. So we should please Gurudev or Prabhupada by serving Vaishnavas, serving our fellow devotees. So in Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 25th verse, 3rd canto, 25th chapter, 21st verse, Kapiladev instruction, Mother Devati, he says, Titikshva karunika suhurda sarvadehinam ajata shatru shanta sadhva sadhu bhushanaha. He said the symptom of a sadhu are those he is tolerant, merciful, friendly, for all living entities. He has no enemies. He is peaceful. He abides by the scriptures, and all the characteristics are sublime. So we should serve in this mood as we is always tolerant. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu insisted this on Sikshastakam. We should tolerant, merciful, and friendly for all living entities. I even forget, fellow devotees, even other living entities also. And of course, fellow devotees most important, because Vaishnava is more dear to Lord, and is peaceful and abide with all the scriptures, and that's a character sublime. So Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Bhokta Raja Sapasa Sarva Loka Maheshwara Shubhradam Sarva Bhutanam Shanti Rachati. If you want a peace, understand this. I am the Suhrut, I am the enjoyer, I am the controller. So with keeping that in mind, keeping Krishna in the center, for us, Prabhupada in the center, with that mood, if you do service to, and our devotional service will be happy. and that is the mode in which we should serve. So we should be always karmika, great mercy for the fallen souls. Sarvadehinam, which indicates all living entities. Sadhu does sometimes a thankless job, right? Many times we go and do preaching. Either they don't come, or sometimes we get abuses. Many of the saints, many places, some of the saints have got beaten, especially in America, some places. Of course, why anybody else? Prabhupada, many of the hippies, they fought with him, somebody tried to attack him. So they are so, sometimes we think this is a thankless job, but no, that service, what they have done, never will be forgotten by Lord. Now take example, you know, so many leaders, right, in our world, they have done so many services to the Lord, but how many of them remember now? For example, Gandhi or Nelson Mandela, how long they'll remember? Who will remember? Maybe once in a day they put their photo, but see Srila Prabhupada, how 24 hours a day, millions of people all over the world worship him, glorify him, because one service he has done, that giving the Krishna consciousness, giving this mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is, if we think that is thankless, no. With the maybe fellow devotees or people may not appreciate that, but Supreme Lord is always take care of that. So that is the point we should understand. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how mercifully, how Haridas Thakur beaten in 24 marketplaces, but still he was not envious of those beating. Nityananda Prabhu was attacked by Jagai Madai, but he was pleading Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please don't punish them. So that is the mood. Srila Prabhupada attacked. My Gurudev, His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj, he was attacked. In Italy, he was attacked, and so many places. But still, see the mercy. You want to go out and give this, nectar to people. Now, I made one more acronym, cooperate. So cooperate, because it's a solution. How do we do this? Cooperate is the word. C stands for control. So generally, I'm not able to cooperate because I want control. Either I don't want to lose control, I want more control. So never try to control others. That's a key point. If you start control others, you cannot get cooperation. So C stands for control. Second, others. Keep always others first. Give credit for others. Srila Prabhupada in the preface writes, whatever I had done is because of my Gurudev, spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and this American young boys and girls. So credit goes to others. He never took credit for himself. So don't take credit for us. And there is, if anything goes right, give credit to others. If anything goes good, give the credit to others. If it goes bad, take the blame on us. So with that, keeping others center. And third woe is opinion. Don't stick on to my opinion. There is no difference opinion. It's only which is the best opinion to please Srila Prabhupada. It's not that my opinion, your opinion. It's what is the best opinion which pleases Srila Prabhupada. So keep the opinion on the top. Next, the pain. Always be flexible, sensitive of others' pain. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, we should be paradukka dukhi. We should be sensitive of others' pain. And next, E stands for exploit. Never exploit devotee. Especially for our own work, never exploit devotee. Next, R stands for respect without expecting. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, amanena manadena. Amanena manadena. Respect without expecting. A stands for appreciate others, and T stands for tolerate, and last E stands for engage. Engage myself in sadhana, engage others also in sadhana. So if you want to cooperate, this cooperate word, C, no control, O, others on the top, another O, others' opinion is important. P, pain of others, I'll be sensitive. E, never exploit. R, respect others. A, appreciate others. T, tolerate. And E, engage. With this cooperate, we can cooperate others, and we can get cooperation of others. So this is the mood in which we should serve. So if you want to serve this, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that we should like a dog. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says a dog always himself the master's door. We should, as a kukura, we should serve the other Vaishnavas as a dog, and they are my master. Of course, other Vaishnava also thinks that I'm the servant, he is the master. So it doesn't say just because I'm serving somebody, he doesn't say that he's so low. No, doesn't happen that way. So, one of the lecture, Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he was saying that I'm the pet dog of my spiritual master, and this is the dog belt. He says, Kantimala is my dog belt. He is my master. So with this mood, we should serve. This is the mood what Srila Prabhupada's disciples set for us, and keeping Prabhupada in the center. So that is the mood in which we should serve. So before we go to just wanted to share a few points, and also possible want to share, because tomorrow is Vrindavan Das Thakur's disappearance day. So we want to speak few words about Vrindavan Das Thakur. So the conclusion point is that we are part and parcel of the Lord, and my only job is to cooperate with the Lord. That means I should cooperate with the devotees. Without devotees' cooperation, I cannot cooperate with the Lord. So that is the conclusion point. We should always teams together, each one of us, and achieve more for Srila Prabhupada. And our fight with the self first and others, atheist, means when I say fight with the self, means practical application, because the change has to come from me first than the preaching application. Of course, preaching has to be done. So my fight, because Srila Prabhupada in the fight with the Maya, Srila Prabhupada fight with the atheist. So I should fight with my own anarthas, my own bad the anarthas with me, and then also I should practice and my sadhana nicely, so that I can fight with the atheists and Mayavadis and cooperate with the Srila Prabhupada's movement. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says he has spent more than 75% of his time fighting with the Mayavadis, because so prominent that was that. So if you want to do that, we have to cooperate, no control, others on top, others opinion first, others pain, be sensitive, and no exploitation, appreciate others and respect others, tolerate and engage everybody. And with that mood, we should serve as a dog of others. Kukura, many Narottama Das Thakur says that with that mood, how a dog. Yesterday, I heard Asha Jagannath Prabhu was saying, when Shivananda was saying, was serving the dog, he was saying, even once feed a dog, it never forget. So Srila Prabhupada has fed so much for us. How can you forget that? Srila Prabhupada's disciples, Srila Prabhupada's grand disciples, has given us so much. How can you forget that? So with that, we have to do a lot of sadhana, our purity, chanting, our reading scriptures, our behavior. Everything has to together, we can serve Srila Prabhupada. So with this, I'll just talk few words about Vrindavan Das Thakur. So tomorrow is Vrindavan Das Thakur's disappearance day. And the original name of Chaitanya Bhagavata was Chaitanya Mangala. So Lochan Das Thakura, a disciple of Narahari Thakura, wrote another book named Chaitanya Mangala. Sri Vrindavan Das Thakura has later changed the name of this book called Chaitanya Bhagavata in order to differentiate the two books. So here also we see the cooperation, right? So Vrindavan Das Thakura did not say that, oh, this is my book, I have written, why should I change the name? No, this is a mood in service. So, just change it. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita Antilila 2082, Vrindavan Das Thakur is Lord Nityananda's favorite devotee. Therefore, he is original Vyasadeva describing the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Vedavasa described Krishna Leela, and Srimad Bhagavatam non-different from, which is non-different from Srimad Bhagavatam. Vyasadeva is, Vrindavan Thakura is non-different from Vyasadeva. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Krishna Leela Bhagavate Kahe Veda Vyasa Chaitanya Leela Vyasa Vrindavan Das Thakura. So Vrindavan, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela was written by Vrindavan Das Thakura. So Vrindavan Thakur's mother is Narayani, the daughter of Srivas Pandit's elder brother, born in Krishna Dwadashi of month of Vaishaka, 1429 of Sikhaira. And Narayani also achieved the fame because she served Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaura Sundara's mercy, and she got the remnants. How Vyasadeva's mother serving the Vedantis in Chaturmasa, how Vyasadeva got and his mother got Vedantis. But here Narayani and Narayani especially got the remnants of Supreme Lord. So Vrindavan Das Thakura took initiation from Lord Nityananda at 16 years of age and traveling preaching within so many years. So in a humble heart, Krishnadas Kaviraj pours out more praises of Vrindavan Thakura. Hearing Chaitanya Bhagavata destroys all misfortune. By reading Chaitanya Bhagavata, one will understand the glories of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, and he will attain highest perfection of knowledge, pure devotional service to Krishna. This is Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes that hearing Chaitanya Bhagavata destroys all misfortune. And reading Chaitanya Bhagavata, one will understand the glories of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, one will attain the highest perfection. So this is how Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami glorifies Vrindavan Thakura. Since such a wonderful book could not be written by a human being, it seems that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself has spoken it through the mouth of Srila Vrindavan Das Thakura. So with this, we will end. But if you all permit, I would like to share one incident. It's happened. Of course, there are. Why I'm sharing this? How by serving Srila Prabhupada, how by serving Srila Prabhupada's movement, how Srila Prabhupada never let us down. He always, helps. Of course, spiritually 100%, materially also. My few examples are there in my own life. This is I'll take just 2-3 minutes more if you don't mind. So this is somewhere in 2017. So we had come from Gulf back. My son got admission in Warangal NIT. So before leaving from Abu Dhabi, we tried to find out, is there any devotee association, is there anybody is there. Then we came to know that there is one great devotee and he is a professor in the NIT. So I got Prabhu's number, called him. Prabhu was so friendly and so helpful. He arranged our accommodation, he arranged everything. So, and we came back to Bangalore. Then the day before interview, we flew to Hyderabad. From Hyderabad by car, we went to Warangal. So after reaching Warangal morning, I tried to call Prabhu, but because of his busy schedule, we could not speak. So all this time, I had never seen Prabhu. I just spoke once, and but we reached, all the arrangements were made, and after reaching also, I could not see Prabhu, I could not speak to him. So we went for the interview, and quite a lot queue was there. All this finished, and finally reached the document review place. So quite a lot, were hundreds of tables. Each students were sitting and reviewing, one stage. So while reviewing the document, the officer asked for a particular document. So unfortunately, the document was not with us. And he insisted that I need that document to complete the admission. Otherwise, sorry, I'll not be able to complete. So I was pleading that, no, it's there in Abu Dhabi. I'll get it for you. But he said, sorry. And without that, I cannot. And he was about to close the file and keep it aside, saying, reject. But all of a sudden, I saw him getting up. Like, the movie we see, like when the senior police officer comes, the junior police officer stands and salutes. That's the way I see him. But I didn't bother to look back what happened, because I was a little depressed. And they spoke in Telugu. And then he sat down and signed the file, said, congratulations. I was wondering what happened. Then I turned back. There is a very wonderful personality, with, of course, in the pant and shirt. but I could see the tilak, little tilak and Kantimala. Immediately I said Hare Krishna, and he said yes, Hare Krishna. So it was the same Prabhu. His name is Hare Krishna Prabhu. His name is Hare Krishna. So, and he left. So we admission finished. So after that evening, I went to his chamber. So he canceled all his meetings and gave us a time. So I was a bit confused, why did he came and how did he know that we are sitting there? Because we never met each other. We never seen each other. So I asked Prabhu, how come you came that time? He said, I don't know. I just wanted to come. That said, I came. Then I asked Prabhu, how do you know that we are? Because we never met, we are never seen each other. And that too, I was putting back. He said, I don't know. Prabhupada inspired me. I stood there and asked that officer if everything's okay. Then he said, this document is missing. Then what did you say? He said, I will arrange the document, you sign it. This is what Prabhu said. And he signed. So what I'm trying to say is that how Prabhupada arranges everything, even for the material, very, 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 favorably for devotees. In difficult times, Prabhupada comes, he arranges someone, because otherwise maybe would not have got this admission, would have come back. We don't know. So what point we need to serve devotees. By serving devotees together, Srila Prabhupada is pleased. When Srila Prabhupada is pleased, whole Vaishnava Parampara is pleased. And Vaishnava Parampara is pleased, Gauranga Mahaprabhu is pleased, Lord Krishna is pleased. With this, I'll end here. Om Tat Sat. Anybody want to share? Please. Comments, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you very much for your inspiring lecture. So first I have a suggestion for you. In your lectures, you always do very nice acronyms, but we can't remember. At least I can't remember. So maybe if you could put them all down in one Word document and then post it in a group, it will be there with us and we can always.
Sure.
Okay, that is first. Then I wanted to ask something. You covered nicely what is the duty of the team members. So what left out is what is the duty of a leader. Okay, so I will speak a little about that.
I'm not leader, bro.
So a leader should be in the mood of Lord Chaitanya. Okay, he has to be in the mood of Lord Chaitanya, which means he empowers everyone. And that everyone includes 50% of the population, which means ladies also. He cannot say ladies cannot talk, ladies cannot do this. That's a leader. And then he must give everyone opportunities. Okay, even though they may be afraid, but you should keep on giving them opportunities to try and fail. If they fail, he encourages them more, so that everyone gets an opportunity to do everything. So, and he should, and when they fail or if they act rebellious, then the leader doesn't crack down. That, oh, you're acting rebellious. Instead, they understand. So, like bringing up children, that is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also did. Like bringing up children, the leader has to, create a team and encourage everyone. And similarly, the members of the team, there is one more thing. You have mentioned what are all the characteristics they must have. And but I want to mention what is the reason why some of these characteristics a team member doesn't have, is because the team member starts thinking, okay, now I know I'm as good as the leader. So that inside is there that I'm as good as the leader, and therefore they don't want to surrender. That is the reason. So if we understand what is the reason why we don't want to surrender, then it's easier to remove that. The reason is we think that we are as good. Okay, it doesn't take very long. I learned everything which the leader has learned. Therefore, I am as good. So therefore, we don't want to surrender. So all the problems. So just these two things I wanted to. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Hare Krishna.